nice and gold. So this is our halved.
Hi there, welcome back to our channel, King of Taste. Today we wanted to teach you how to make Haleem. It's a type of Persian breakfast food. It's a very rich and hearty type of porridge that you make with meat and with wheat berries. So if you come over here, I'll show you what we need. So we have the wheat berries. We've been soaking them for 24 hours, but I think if you soak them overnight, it's enough. We're making it with beef. You could also make it with lamb, or if you like, with chicken breast or something. You have salt, ghee, sugar, and cinnamon. And you need an onion. So to start, we're gonna cook the wheat berries. So I'm gonna put them in the pot. And we're gonna boil it in water. We want it to be completely covered in the water, so that should be enough. See, it's a couple inches above the wheat berries. Put it back on the burner. So you're going to want to add a teaspoon of salt now. And then I'm going to turn the burner on to high until it boils and then reduce it down to medium. So we've got our meat here. I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces so it cooks a little faster. There we go. And I'm going to put them in the pot. And we're going to cover those with water as well. So you just want enough water that the meat is submerged. So I added the onions. It kind of helps take stinky smell out of the meat. So the meat is boiling away. You can see that here. So I'm going to leave it covered and I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. We're going to want it to simmer until the meat is really tender. It's going to be like falling apart because you actually want to shred it and mix it with the wheat berries. So over here to the wheat berries, they're also boiling away. So I'm going to reduce them down to medium as well. And for the wheat, you want them to be very, very soft. We're just going to keep boiling them. We're going to add more water later. This process is going to take a couple of hours, so bear that in mind. But yeah, you're just going to want to boil the wheat berries down until they're really, really soft. So the meat over here, we cooked it for 2 hours and it's ready now. I just turned it off after 2 hours, but I'll show you what you need to do with that in a minute. Then the wheat berries over here, they're ready now. They've been cooking for 4 hours. You can see the consistency of them. They're very full, like bursting open. So I'm gonna move this over here. I have a hand blender and I'm gonna blend the wheat berries up because you want them to be as smooth as possible. So the wheat berries that I have here are very thick. I'm going to add a little bit of water from the meat into the wheat berries to thin it out. I'll start with 1 ladle full and see how that works. So I'm taking the meat out of the pot. And now I'm going to strain out the onions from the meat broth because we need the broth without the onions in it. So now we're adding all of the broth into the wheat. Spread it out and then chop it up very finely. And you want it to be pretty fine, like that. Now we're adding the shredded meat.
I love meat.
And then we mix it all together.
Yeah.
So it's all mixed up. You can see it's pretty thick, but it should be very smooth. Like that.
So our Haleem is ready, and we just want to design it a little bit with toppings. We have cinnamon, meat, and ghee, and sugar, of course. If you like to add sugar, you can add sugar. I personally don't like to add sugar on it, but traditionally we do add sugar. But I skip this part for the moment. I want to design it with some cinnamon, give it a very good flavor. Yeah, and I want to design it also with some meat around. So you want to come closer. And now I'm adding the ghee. Nice and gold. So this is our halved. So I want to give the halved a try and see how it tastes. I think it tastes good. And let's try it. Mix a little bit of all of them. Yeah, really tasty. You can taste the meat, ghee, wheat, and cinnamon, of course. Try it at home. Enjoy this food, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. See you next week.